Welcome to episode 3 of our Natural Aquifer SuDS Systems CPD, delivered by HydroRock Solutions. First, let's quickly recap what we covered in episode 1 and 2. In episode 1, we learned about the highly innovative Dutch Natural Aquifer SuDS system. We examined the changing SuDS landscape, followed by the key elements of international SuDS best practice. And finally, we looked at the properties of a natural aquifer system. In episode 2, we explored the many unique features and benefits of natural aquifer SuDS. These include: fully installed cost is a minimum 20% cheaper over any available alternatives. Flooding is prevented through highly efficient buffering of storm water runoff. It is truly green, made from a totally natural material that is completely recyclable. Efficiently filters road surface runoff, cleaning up particulate matter, chemical pollutants and metals. Holds 94% water, creating highly absorbent natural aquifers wherever they are needed. Enables proper stewardship of rainwater by utilising proper on-site water management techniques. Now, let's delve into episode 3. In this episode, we shall be looking at industrial sector applicability of natural aquifer SuDS, examining 3 key natural aquifer SuDS systems: attenuation, infiltration and irrigation, as well as looking at some real-life examples of how aquifer blocks have been used on sites. So, which sectors can aquifer blocks be used for? Natural aquifer SuDS systems modularity provides almost limitless scalability, versatility in design configuration, and flexibility in installation. This makes natural aquifer SuDS an ideal solution for a multiplicity of purposes within both new build and retrofit projects, as well as for projects which require minimal disruption. For retrofit projects and restricted spaces, the aquifer blocks can accommodate existing infrastructure and immovable obstacles, and can essentially be installed anywhere a mini excavator can dig. In Holland, with rapidly growing awareness of and familiarity with natural aquifer SuDS, new purposes and applications are continually emerging. To date, sectors in which natural aquifer SuDS projects have been undertaken include residential and commercial construction, industrial and civil engineering sites, highways, public urban spaces such as car parks and pedestrianised areas, horticulture, agriculture, as well as leisure spaces and sporting facilities. Natural aquifer SuDS provide ready, sensible and affordable means for responsible stewardship of rainwater in the urban built environment, making feasible the creation of absorbent cities through practical solutions such as urban water gardens. Roofing of residential, commercial and industrial buildings is being disconnected from sewer systems to prevent overburdening of sewers and harvested for irrigation and maintaining soil condition and structural stability. Flooding from stormwater runoff is being prevented and standing water eliminated on highways, in car parks and other large-scale impervious areas. Cost-effective and highly efficient irrigation and drainage is being provided for both horticultural and leisure purposes, ensuring optimal soil conditions for boosting plant health and crop yield and better playing surface availability. Let's move on to the key purposes the aquifer blocks serve. The aquifer block's characteristics of very rapid absorption, extremely effective attenuation and highly efficient infiltration enable for the very first time the proper on-site control and management of rainwater and stormwater runoff. This includes natural aquifer SuDS being used to serve many purposes, such as buffering stormwater to control runoff and help prevent flooding, harvesting rainwater to eliminate discharge to sewers and reducing garden use of tap water. Dispersing water across a site, preventing soil supersaturation and eliminating wasteful and environmentally damaging off-site discharge. Protection barriers, preventing ingress of water to buildings. Draining standing water and elimination of overly wet areas in gardens. Redirecting and transporting water from one place to another, moving it through long lines of aquifer blocks. Irrigating to maintain optimal soil-water balance for biodiversity and the structural integrity of buildings. This short video shows the installation and operation of a natural aquifer SuDS system alongside a highway. This system is being used to buffer stormwater, control runoff and eliminate standing water, thereby avoiding accidents caused by aquaplaning or poor visibility due to spray. The Natural Aquifer SuDS highly efficient three-phase filtering system ensures reliable operational performance at installed specification, that the system works reliably, maintenance-free across its operational life, while greatly reducing pollutants from the road surface runoff to ensure the water discharged into the surrounding soil and nearby watercourses meets high environmental standards. Now let's look into the unique Natural Aquifer SuDS systems available. Natural Aquifer SuDS embrace a suite of unique systems, each capable of being used individually, together in different combinations, and in conjunction with other green on-site SuDS systems such as green roofing, reed beds and ponds. These natural aquifer SuDS systems include attenuation, infiltration, irrigation, drainage, harvesting and clay solve. Let's take a look at the features and benefits of a few of these systems in more detail. First, the Natural Aquifer Attenuation System. These systems are readily scalable from large arrays of multiple interconnected modules serving the largest civil engineering projects to small modules serving individual housing units. The Aquifer SuDS modular decentralised dispersion capability can be used to position multiple interconnected smaller sized attenuation modules around a site. Distribution and dispersal around a site are a proven, far better way to properly manage very large volumes of water on site. Distributed aquifer block modules eliminate the need for the extensive and expensive spider's web of drainpipe runs across a site, linking all buildings to a single large-scale underground void as is required by a centralised sump system. In this way, Natural Aquifer SuDS enable optimisation of construction for new build and facilitate retrofit installation, especially on difficult sites. A key feature of natural aquifer attenuation systems is that there is always some level of continuous low-level infiltration, no matter the type of surrounding soil. The benefit is that it reduces the overall water volume discharge requirement, enabling design and installation of significantly smaller natural aquifer attenuation system than a centralised sump system. Because aquifer blocks hold water in suspension, this greatly slows the rate at which water will flow from the natural aquifer attenuation system. The rate of discharge can be readily controlled by simply having far fewer pipes discharging water than are used to fill the system. In this way, naturally controlled, slow, continuous release can eliminate the need for the gated control valves, which are always required by centralised sump systems. This method of attenuation is maintenance-free. The interconnectivity of different types of aquifer SuDS systems, eliminating much or all of the off-site discharge requirement. Secondly, the Natural Aquifer Infiltration System. Natural aquifer infiltration systems are readily scalable. provide high-efficiency infiltration capability due to two key properties. Firstly, water is suspended within the capillaries of aquifer blocks, preventing surrounding soil becoming supersaturated, which ensures continuous optimal efficiency of capillaries wicking at the soil and water interface. Secondly, the efficiency of natural aquifer infiltration systems is greatly enhanced by using multiple, dispersed, interconnected, smaller-sized infiltration modules. These comprised well-spaced aquifer blocks, positioned as broadly as possible around a site, thereby ensuring rapid and efficient distribution and infiltration of very large water volumes. In turn, this ensures optimised soil-water balance is maintained across a very large area. A key unique feature of natural aquifer infiltration systems is their very high infiltration efficiency, due to the ability of aquifer blocks to infiltrate through the bottom as well as the sides. The benefit of this is that the design size of a natural aquifer infiltration system for any given volume of water can be up to 15% smaller than a centralised sump system. Another unique feature is that infiltration commences immediately water enters the aquifer blocks. The benefit is that up to 5% of the total volume of buffered water can be infiltrated within the 1-hour regulatory required filling period. Finally, let's explore the aquifer irrigation system. Natural aquifer irrigation systems are readily scalable from big agricultural sites through medium-sized systems for commercial horticultural purposes to small public gardens and domestic gardens and individual flower beds. Harvested rainwater-fed systems can be used to disconnect roofing on industrial, commercial and residential buildings from the sewer system, collect rainwater runoff from impermeable areas and even capture water percolating through permeable paving. For particularly arid regions, hosepipe-fed systems can be installed to ensure optimal water delivery directly to plant roots, eliminating costly, environmentally wasteful and damaging surface watering. This system also enables use of efficient fertiliser-infused feed water, greatly reducing the amount of fertiliser which is delivered directly to the roots. In addition, as water is not sprayed on the surface is drier, which discourages weed growth and reduces or removes the need for herbicides. However natural aquifer irrigation systems are configured, installation of aquifer blocks around tree pits, alongside crop roots, under flower beds or beneath lawns all ensure maintenance of optimal soil-water balance, which improve plant health and boost crop yields. We will now look at some real-life examples of how aquifer blocks have been used on sites. Because aquifer blocks are solid, large natural aquifer infiltration and attenuation systems can be positioned immediately adjacent to buildings on new build sites or retrofit projects. Smaller modules can be inserted into the most restricted spaces on the most challenging and complex sites, while enabling optimal site design for maximising construction. Aquifer blocks of the appropriate hydro-rock density with load-spreading plastic matrix mesh on top and which have been properly installed at the correct depth are easily able to support any type of vehicle permitted on UK roads. Extra high-density aquifer blocks installed beneath 50 centimetres of overburden can support vehicles weighing 45 tonnes or vehicles weighing 30 tonnes beneath 35 centimetres of overburden. Ordinary high-density aquifer blocks installed beneath 65 centimetres of overburden can support vehicles weighing up to 45 tonnes or vehicles weighing up to 30 tonnes beneath 45 centimetres of overburden. Standard density aquifer blocks installed beneath 70 centimetres of overburden can support vehicles weighing up to 30 tonnes. Where it can be absolutely guaranteed that only light commercial and domestic cars will use the road or be parked, much shallower installation depths and metal road grills to aid ingress of water can be used. Individual housing units utilise self-contained rainwater systems to disconnect from the clean water sewer. These include buffering or harvesting rainwater from the roof using small-scale individual downpipe aquifer block soakaways, or connecting multiple downpipe soakaways to larger infiltration modules. Edging aquifer blocks can be used directly up against buildings or immediately adjacent to impermeable areas such as driveways and patios, or can be placed beneath permeable paving to provide greater absorbency. Natural Aquifer SuDS system modularity, comprising different types and sizes of aquifer blocks, makes them able to be configured for virtually any use and purpose. Flexibility in installation makes aquifer blocks suitable for virtually any location. Not only can aquifer blocks be used in most places, they can also be readily stored virtually anywhere. Aquifer blocks are carefully stacked on standard pallets and weather sealed at the factory. Being made from hydro rock, which is derived from basalt rock, aquifer blocks are naturally fire resistant. All this serves to make properly sealed aquifer blocks capable of being safely and securely stored in warehouses or outside on-site for long periods. This brings us to the end of episode 3. Let's just recap what we've covered. We learned that natural aquifer SuDS are being used across a wide variety of industrial, commercial, municipal and domestic sectors. We looked at natural aquifer SuDS systems and examined in detail the features and benefits which make attenuation, infiltration and irrigation systems using aquifer blocks the most cost-effective and most efficient systems available. Finally, we saw some real-life project examples of how hydro rock aquifer blocks are being used. You have now concluded our Natural Aquifer SuDS system CPD. We do hope that the information provided has given you a good understanding about natural aquifer SuDS and has stimulated useful thinking and ideas about how aquifer blocks might be utilised to benefit you and your organisation. If you have any comments or questions, please use the comments below. Alternatively, if you would like to learn more or want specific information for a project, please drop us an email at info@hydrorocksolutions.com or visit our website. Please feel free to share with your colleagues and friends. All episodes of our CPD can be found on our YouTube channel. Finally, to receive your CPD certificate, please email us with your full name and company name. Thank you.